Hello, this is actually April 2012. This is the same plant, same Acer Palmatum that you saw last year. That went through potting and some styling. So now I'm ready to show you all the video segment that I took of this plant. Started from a month after we potted it until a year later. So it shows how it went through summer, fall, and winter. Hope you enjoy it. Hello, it's early September 2011. Earlier this year in March I planted this Acer in a pot and it's been doing very well. It has been in this particular location for many months now. It's doing very well. Of course, during the summer when there was a lot of heat and extended period of hot. Of course, during the summer when there's very hot weather, very hot temperatures, even though when I water it, correctly, I still get some scorched leaves. It just inevitable, especially for a newly planted tree. So, but I was not too concerned because I can show you the new growth. You can see over here. Over here, you can see that the new leaves that just came out. Are bigger, larger, and are free of the sunburn signs. I mean, you don't see, they're very healthy. So for sure, unlike this the first generation leaves, they're kind of scorched, dry on the edges. This new leaves that come out, no problem. So this is just natural, so I wouldn't be too concerned. You can see that the trunk has thickened. I mean, I can tell that it's thicker than when I planted it in. So the tree has been growing well, and I apply this kind of mulch, basically cut grass just to help it combat the hot weather. I mean, this kind of mulch or any kind of mulch will help preserve the moisture and keep the soil around the tree cool enough. So okay, it's mid-December. This is the same Acer Palmatum tree. It's been almost a year. This is probably as good as the fall color I'm going to get from this plant this year. It's not very good, not very impressive yet. The sunburned leaves just dried off. And the new leaves, the new growth this year, doing good. They gave me some kind of purple and then red color fall leaves. Not very impressive. Hopefully in the future, next year I'll get a better fall color. Closer look at the base of the plant. You can see that the soil has sunk. I planted kind of high, but the soil has compacted and sunk. And the plant also kind of like tilted in one direction, a little bit slanted here. So I will have to correct this in my next repotting. But this is natural. As the soil settles, the plant settles, you get this. But I can also see that the trunk and the surface root have thickened. So this is good. It's good to see a thick trunk. Final look at the fall colors. Okay, it's late February. This is considered like late winter, early spring here in Northern California. This is the best time to do the annual pruning of your Acer Palmatum, of your Japanese maple. You want to do the pruning before the buds start to swell up, before start to grow all the leaves out, because if you wait until all the leaves grown, then you prune it, you're actually wasting the energy of the plant. The plant spend a lot of time growing this stuff and you just prune it off. So if you prune it before, then the plant won't waste so much energy. This is also the perfect time because you can see all the branches. The branches are bare, you can see everything, and this will give you a good idea how to proceed with pruning. So the first step I would see is I will look at all the major branches, make sure they are in the right place, in the style that I like. Nothing crossing over on top of each other. nothing going downwards. So just follow the major branches. So of course you can see that this major branch is actually crossing my my view. You know, it's gonna cross with other trunks. So I put a tape there. I'm gonna cut it over there. Once you went over all the major branches, you have a plan of attack. Next thing is to consider shape pruning. So this is an annual pruning, and you should do that every year if you have the time. A lot of people don't do that. I mean, the plant would do equally well if you don't do annual pruning, but at least once in a while you need to do this kind of pruning to keep it in shape. So in the shape pruning, what I'm going to do, what my plan is to have like a narrow top, wide bottom style of the tree. So this is what I'm going to do. You can see that the tree has grown a lot. A lot of branches extend very long, so you want to shorten those, and also on the top too, make it a little bit shorter, just to keep it contained, because you know this is a container plant, and you don't want it to overgrow too much. I'm gonna start from the top. First, you follow the main trunk. You kind of have an idea which one's the main trunk, and you follow it up and decide that this is gonna be the new top, and then try to prune like a triangle based on that. Okay, this is the after pruning from the top. Moving on the other side here, you just want to go ahead and just make things shorter. Okay, so basically I just reduced the length of almost every branch was extending outside. So we're just like a perimeter around the tree, just give it a good shape. Now the next step is to go in there and work the inside of the plant. Make sure that some areas they were just way too dense, too many branches, too crowded inside. So the goal is to like make it less dense, reduce the density of the branch inside, so that the air and the light can penetrate easily into the inside of the plant. For example, here there's a lot of branches that are crossing. These are smaller branches. They're crossing each other and just creating a lot of crowdiness here. So I'm just gonna remove them. Also here, a lot of little branches growing out right in the intersection of a lot of major branches. Just gonna remove those. Same thing here, all these little branches. And by the way, here's this one example of a branch just growing straight up. So I'm just gonna remove it. And again, just any place where you feel that the branch is too crowded, you can just just avoid conflict. Anything growing inside of the plant, you can also trim them off. Just little trimmings here and there. Okay, this is the end of the pruning session, annual maintenance pruning. I think that's it. Now I just need to wait for the leaves to bud out and show you how it looks like. Again, this is the one that I plan to do. Actually, I plan to do an air layering. Instead of cutting the branch off, I'm going to do an air layering, and that's a subject for a different video. So imagine this branch cut, and also they recommend don't prune more than 1/3 of the branches. So here you go. I did about, I think, a fifth. One more thing, this is a good time to do apply some slow release fertilizer, general purpose. That's what I'm doing now, so the plant can have all the nutrients, everything ready. Okay, now is April 10, 2012. Spring is officially here, and all the leaves are out, and this plant just looking great. And this is actually one of my favorite times of the year. You know, the green leaves, tender leaves are just so beautiful. Just make all your year work worth it. This is, you know, I have completed 1 year of recording on the progress of this plant. Starting from, you know, when I potted for the first time, I went through summer, winter, and now this is it, guys. So you probably won't see this plant for a while. I mean, from now on, every year it will just be the same. You know, fertilize it, water it, a little light pruning in spring, and maybe if you want, you can repot the plant every, you know, 3 or 4 years. I think that should be enough. So this is the end of the series. Everyone say goodbye to the plant. Bye.